evoking peace in their country's pavilion. This year has promised works reflecting topics ranging from climate change to artificial intelligence. It's the Venice-Biennale. A good time will be had by all. The Venice-Biennale will take over Venice April 23rd to November 27th. MoMA is putting together one of the most clever exhibits this spring when they unveil an exhibit around the iconic Matisse painting from their collection titled The Red Studio. The painting is Matisse's depiction of his studio, with its red walls, easels, materials, and assorted artwork scattered around the space. MoMA has identified the artwork in the painting and has brought the collection back together for the exhibit. Only MoMA could pull off something of that scale. Honoré Matisse, The Red Studio, will be on view at the Museum of Modern Art May 1st to September 10th. There is one central figure in painting that opened the door for all of the freedom enjoyed by artists during the 20th century, and that was Paul Cezanne. Before Picasso was even born, Cezanne was simplifying forms, flattening objects, questioning how we might be able to see the world. The Art Institute of Chicago and the tate-modern are teaming up this summer to provide an intimate look at Cezanne's work and the personal dramas that drove his creativity. Cezanne will be on view at the Art Institute of Chicago May 15th to September 5th and the tate-modern October 6th to March 12th of 2023. Cornelia Parker loves to do large installations. She loves to blow things up, literally, and put all the pieces back together, suspended in a way that freezes the destruction in that fraction of a second after detonation. But her work is more diverse than that, and tate-Britain is giving her the space to remind British patrons why she is one of their favorite contemporary artists. Cornelia Parker will be on view at tate-Britain May 18th to October 16th. One more big juried contemporary art exhibition will be taking place this summer in Germany. Documenta is one of the world's largest and most influential types of events and takes place only every 5 years. The curated list of participants this time around are mostly activist collectives whose work makes viewers contemplate the injustices and issues that our world needs to rectify. Documenta 15 will be on view in all parts of Kassel, Germany from June 18th to September 25th. Between Parasite and Squid Game, Korean culture has had visibility in the U.S. like never before. But LACMA appreciates contemporary Asian art like no other institution in the U.S. and has been working and planning for years to bring us the story of how Korean art and culture have transformed over the last 125 years. It was a time of great transition from the last Korean dynasty to Japanese colonial rule to the Korean War to the influence of Western culture. The space between the modern and Korean art will be on view at the Los Angeles County Museum of Art September 11th through February 19th of 2023. On the occasion of what would have been his 100th birthday, the National Gallery in London will be hosting an immense retrospective of Lucian Freud. Freud was active in his studio up till his death at 89, and his long career saw his style transform and evolve. The exhibit will trace the path that Freud took that led him from one aesthetic to the other and what powered his relentless pursuit of perfection. Lucian Freud, New Perspectives, will be on view at the National Gallery in London October 1st to January 22nd of 2023. And last but not least is the long-awaited opening of the Grand Egyptian Museum in Giza. The new home for all things tied to Egyptian antiquities will immediately become the most significant archaeological museum in the world. As if you need any other justification for the claim, the new museum will become the permanent home for treasures of King Tutankhamun. Tutankhamun, Treasures of the Golden Pharaoh, will be on view at the Grand Egyptian Museum upon the museum's grand opening in November of 2022. That's all the time we have for this week. You've been listening to Art Sense. You can find the show on Apple Podcasts, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher Radio, Spotify, or your favorite podcast app. If you've enjoyed this podcast, be sure to subscribe, and while you're there,
Please rate the show and leave a quick review. Your feedback is the key to other folks finding us. If you'd like to see images related to the conversation, read a transcript, and find other bonus features, you can go to canvia.art and click on the podcast tab. If you'd like to reach out to me, you can email me at craig@canvia.art. Thanks for listening.